Hey everyone, it's Jessiana from the Kidney RD. I wanted to come in here today and talk about some of the reasons why a lot of people are feeling defeated and discouraged about uh, leveraging diet for their kidney health and what you can do. There's definitely a lot you can do to leverage diet, and there's some reasons why it gets real confusing. So, three reasons that diet gets real confusing and discouraging for people when they have kidney disease. This is what happens. First off, this diagnosis, sometimes it's totally out of the blue. They have kidney disease, and then they, ask for a little bit of help from the doctor. The doctor often doesn't have a lot of time, and the advice may be a little bit vague. So then they go home and they Google, and Googling kidney diet to preserve kidney function can come up with all sorts of things from detoxes to lists of foods you should avoid and not eat. And, people get very confused because the information is very conflicting. One of the problems is most of the information about the renal diet online is for people that are on dialysis or very late stage kidney disease. So, people will see lists about restricting bananas and potatoes and oranges and all these high potassium foods, when in fact you don't even need to restrict them early on in kidney disease. Potassium's not bad for the kidneys, it's just hard to process out. So that's one reason. Most of the information is geared for dialysis patients. And if you are not on dialysis, your diet is totally different, 100% different than those people. So that's the first reason people get confused. The second reason that people get confused is that the information on the internet is not a comprehensive approach. You get little tidbits here and there. People will say, watch sodium. Sometimes you'll hear about phosphorus. What do you do about phosphorus? What is phosphorus and where is it? But it's really not comprehensive. At the Kidney RD, we follow a comprehensive approach where we have foods that, we want to be aware of to help prevent complications. And then there's things that we think about to actually preserve function, lowering sodium intake, watching how the gut is feeling and what probiotics that we do, getting the right amount of plants in the diet so it can be a very alkaline diet, getting the right amount of protein so you don't have too much and are causing extra burden on the kidney, considering anemia, etc. Okay, so a lot of things that we look at. The information on the internet is not comprehensive, and so people can feel discouraged because they may try something and it doesn't give them the results that they want or they're expecting. And a lot of times it's just because they've only done one little thing when there's, a lot of different things that you can do. So the third thing is that sometimes there's not a lot of support from medical professionals is when you want to leverage diet to preserve kidney function. There is definitely a prevailing attitude, maybe in our society as a whole, that dietary changes are hard and that people never really change. That is something that I don't believe. I feel like when the stakes are really high and when you really want to change, people change and they can make dietary changes and enjoy the food that is different than they were eating before. And I see it all the time, every day with the clients that I work with and that we see at the Kidney RD, is that they make changes and they are happy about the changes that they get to incorporate, and they are happy to know what foods are going to work for them to preserve their kidney function. So those are the three reasons people get discouraged, and it can be very disheartening to kind of dive into diet as a therapy. But there's some things you can do. Number one is at least start with one thing. If you feel confused, at least at a very minimum, you can start by cutting down your sodium intake, the amount of salt that you use, eating out in packaged foods. That's, just one thing that you can do. Start with one thing. Then make a plan. How are you going to approach this? If you're not sure, then reach out to a professional to help you. There are dietitians, there are renal dietitians all over that are fantastic at this. At the Kidney RD, our first call, our complimentary call that we do with everyone, is a nutrition strategy call, where we help you know what we do, and then we help you see kind of a plan for moving forward and how you would formulate that plan within, preserving your kidney function. The other thing is believe in your kidney health. If you're always focused on kidney disease and not on kidney health, your mindset is not quite in the right place. So again, that's something at Kidney RD. We have our patients and our clients talk about kidney health and not kidney disease. We want to show them how we can pursue kidney health and healthy kidneys and not just run away from kidney disease. The fourth thing that you can do is learn to cook even 1 or 2 dishes. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot, but cooking at home has so many benefits, from reducing the amount of preservatives to cutting back on salt to just, you know, I love to listen to James at The Advice TV, and he talks about how he's a miserable cook, how he burned Hamburger Helper once. But you know what? He mastered a couple dishes. He's an expert at stir fry. Stir fry is one of the easiest dishes. You can do a ton of vegetables in it. It's quick, it's easy. You can modify it in a million different ways. And he talks about how he mastered 1 or 2 things that he could cook and that he liked, and that helped him really get good results. And that's what we see with our clients too. You know, if they don't like to cook, then we help them find at least 1 or 2 things that they can work on and that they can learn. You know, change is a learning process, and it's nice to have that support from dietitians. So those are 4 things that we believe can be really helpful. Finding a coach or cheerleader to walk through any of these steps and making a change is so, so empowering for people. The people that come to us and work with us, they will say it is the best money that they have ever spent, because they have a plan, they see results, and they know that they are on the right track. So I just wanted to share that with you today. If you're feeling discouraged or disheartened by making dietary changes or seeing impacts, don't give up. It is so powerful, and you definitely can preserve your kidney function with the power of nutrition. All right, thanks so much. Until later, bye.